Eagle seniors. Addie Burleson has played for the Lady Eagles for 2 seasons and has been a valuable asset to the team. Addie has a high basketball IQ and hopes to use that to coach the game in the future. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to the team. Ladies and gentlemen, number 35, Addie Burleson. Holland Geisler has played for 4 years with the Lady Eagles. She is playing in her 93rd game tonight. She is also a valuable asset to the team and plays a key role in the rotation. Thank you for all you do. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Holland Geisler. Hannah Coop has played for 4 years for the team and has been valuable to the program with her high basketball IQ. Coop is a sports management major that one day hopes to coach the game of basketball. Thank you for your dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, number 11, Hannah Coop. Kylie Marcus is playing her 2nd season with the Lady Eagles. She set the single game assist record with 11 assists last week, while having a plus-minus of plus 42. She is an unselfish player that helps the team flow. Thank you for your great spirit and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, number 20, Kylie Marcus. Kristen Menser has played 4 years for the Lady Eagles and is playing in her 98th game tonight. She has been instrumental to the team's success this year, averaging 10 points per game, and is versatile enough to play multiple positions. Thank you for all the hard work and sacrifice. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, Kristen Menser. Leah Phelps is playing in her 125th game tonight and is just 8 points away from the all-time scoring record and just 2 steals away from the all-time steal record. Her play has been instrumental in over 100 wins. Thank you for all your hard work and sacrifice. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Leah Phelps. Kinsey Tyndall has played 4 years and has been a team leader and dynamic presence over those 4 years. Her scrappy play in games and practice has been fun to watch. Thank you for all the dedication and many sacrifices. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Kinsey Tyndall. Monsi Torres has played 4 years and will be graduating early with a pre-med degree with eyes set on med school. She is a very unselfish player and has really stepped into the spotlight this year as one of the top players on the team. Thank you, Mo, for all your hard work and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, number 21, Monse Torres. Jenna Wolford is playing in her 106th game tonight and has been an All-Region and All-American selection. She scored her 1,000th point earlier this season. She is an exciting player to watch on both the offense and defensive side of the court. Thank you for all your hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, number 14, Jenna Wolford. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. Tonight's game is between Coastal Alabama Community College and your PCC Lady Eagles. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for the many blessings you've given to us. Thank you for getting both teams here safely. I can pray that you would keep them safe in the court. Help us to remember you in all that we do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Coastal Alabama, number 1, Taylor Murph. Number 4, Taisha Slaughter. Number 5, Tiffany Goodman. Number 14, Raven Hall. And number 22, Ashanti Thomas. The Coyotes are led by Coach Mandy Armstrong. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. A senior from Chester, Virginia, number 4, Kristen Mitzer. A senior from Mansfield, Ohio, number 14, Jenna Walford. A senior from Belt, Montana, number 20, Kylie Marcus. A senior from San Juan del Rio, Mexico, number 21, Monse Torres. And a senior from Flower Mound, Texas, number 23, Leah Phelps. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Jared Sellers with assistant coach Heather Sellers.
It is senior night here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles, where we honored 9 seniors of the class of 2024. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside me, Coach Adrian Wilson. Coach, great to have you back on the broadcast for, I believe, the second or first time this year. Always great to have you to the left of me as we broadcast tonight's matchup against the Coyotes of Coastal Alabama Community College of the North.
It's great to be back with you, Alvin. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, yeah. And honestly, I really like having you beside me. You give great advice, you give great insight of this game, and you have a great knowledge and field of our Lady Eagles.
This is really a special game to be part of. As you know, it's senior night, and so I'm just thankful to be able to be here tonight.
First tip ended up in my hands, one-hand snag from the broadcaster. The second one secured by the Coyotes, that one Ashanti Thomas. And now Taylor Murph, the freshman guard, goes corner. Out to number 5, Tiffany Goodman. Now back inside for Thomas. Basket no good. Second opportunity for the Coyotes. And a 3-second violation called by the Coyote offense. Seemed if there was a bit of an overload in the painted area for the Coyotes offense.
I think one of the things that the Lady Eagles are going to need to do well tonight is to limit those second chance opportunities on the Coyotes' end and really just get in there and rebound.
Phelps doing a great job getting Murph in the air on the ball fake, but Murph landing in her shooting area, drawing the first foul of the half. Sets up a baseline out-of-bounds play for Pensacola, and Wolford smokes the layup. Wide open opportunity from point-blank range.
You don't see too many of those wide open opportunities.
Torres, after the steal from Wolford, throws it too long for Kristen.
Give to them in a live ball transition situation.
Hall with the inbound to number 1, Taylor Murph. Nearly double-teamed. Mentor Dare back to Murph. Murph will attack and swing it to Tiffany Goodman. Goodman swims around her defender and gets inside to number 22, Ashanti Thomas, for the first points of the period. Torres trailing behind the defense, drives inside and nearly turns it over. Will go corner to Phelps. Pass nearly turned over, but recovered by Mentor. Now 10 seconds to fire. Marcus, who set the assist record against Bob Jones University. Now 5 seconds to fire. Wolford goes to Phelps. Phelps lets it fly. Just short.
Obviously, that last shot was just a little bit rushed. I don't think Kylie was quite aware of how much time was left on the clock. We're going to want to take advantage of that in the future if we want to be successful on the offensive end.
Murph with the dribble pull-up, good. Very confident take there by the freshman guard from Alabama. Marcus will go baseline and fouled on the destination. That one by Taisha Slaughter.
I like to see that aggressive take by Kylie Marquez. I think that's a really great way for her to get things going.
Mentor now the inbounder. Finds Wolford all alone. She misses another layup from point blank on the low block. Had a player right behind her, but the possession will remain here with Pensacola. Here's a conversation now between the near side and far side official, I believe, regarding the shot clock. Now the shot clock being arranged from 20 seconds now to 17. Wolford now the inbounder. The Eagles scoreless so far, 0 of 3 from the field.
2 of those attempts were on the inbounds at the baseline and just missed chances. The Coyotes were playing really high and we were wide open down there both times. Hopefully we can fix that and score next time.
Torres, the long 2, connects from long range. Monte Torres breaks open the scoring here for Pensacola. She's averaging just under 7 points per game, and the steal there by Marcus. Marcus stops, pops, bang! Kylie Marcus converts the second field goal for Pensacola. 2 back-to-back buckets. Goodman weaving through traffic and rejected backside there by Kylie Marcus.
What a series of play by Marcus there. She had the steal, the basket, and then a block on the other end.
Both teams tied up at 4 apiece. Here's number 14, Hall, the inbounder. She'll go to Goodman. Goodman will dump it down to Thomas. She's rejected by Torres. And it will stay here with the Eagles as well. Hall once again for the inbound. Out to Thomas. Already with the field goal to her name. Goodman will get inside the paint. Great ball fake to go inside to Thomas. Quick turnaround. Good.
It was good movement on the defensive end. They were rotating. That's a tough shot that she made under there. It was just a really good shot and a good finish.
Thomas with the steal. Goodman ahead of the pack. Off the backboard. Good.
We're going to have to transition quickly to the other end because they're going to push the ball up the floor and try to score as quickly as they can.
Marcus receives the handoff, spins off her man, goes up strong, a lot of contact. No basket but a whistle for Kylie Marcus. Skyland Boyd as well as the freshman phenom. Actually, Skyland Boyd is this freshman phenom. Holland Geisler as well as Addison Burleson coming to the table here for Pensacola.
Number 25, Sky Boyd.
Torres, Phelps, as well as Mentor out of the competition right now in the first period. And that sends Marcus to the line for her first field goals, rather free throws. Kylie Marcus, what a night she had the other night against Bob Jones University. 11 assists, no points, but a plus-minus of 42 to conclude the game.
Yeah, it was a really good game for her. I loved watching her play. She's off to a really good start offensively and defensively, being aggressive, looking to score, playing smart on the defensive end.
Not a whole lot of options, but Murph will go coast to coast, stops on a dime for a jumper. That one's short. Burleson can't track it down. Murph goes inside, and that's good for number 4, Taisha Slaughter.
That was a great little dump inside, and it was a good finish by Slaughter.
Boyd will attack and lose the possession. Goodman by herself. Another fast break layup to stretch the lead to 12.
She pushed the ball up the floor so fast on that. We've really got to hustle back. We want to try to get any kind of a stop on that.
And as a jump ball that will stay here with Pensacola. Now the Eagles trailing by 6. Goodman with 4, as well as Thomas with 4 as well. Mentor back into the competition now for Jenna Wolford. Marcus out of the game as well for Leah Phelps. Marcus so far leading all scorers with 4. And a block to her name and a steal. Mentor the inbounder goes to Phelps. Phelps will attack inside, just too strong with her right hand. Here's Goodman, she'll go the other direction. Having free course in the painted area of the Eagles. And a backcourt violation on the Coyotes offense.
I like to see that hustle by Mentor and Geisler trying to get back. I was thinking maybe Leah Phelps on that last take to the basket was anticipating some contact and maybe went up just a little bit too strong.
Burleson goes back to the inbounder, Mentor. Mentor goes to Holland Geisler, who lets it fly from about 17 feet in the corner.
It's a good shot.
My apologies, Coach, for cutting you off there. Holland Geisler, a guard who's played here for 4 years with Pensacola. For about the first 2 to 3 years, I've been pronouncing her last name wrong, but Geisler, a force from on the bench for Pensacola Christian.
Yeah, these last 2 seasons, it's been great to see her progress from her freshman year till now, but she's definitely made a greater contribution these last couple of seasons, and it's really exciting to see how her growth and the way she contributes both on the bench and when she's on the floor.
Mentor now the play caller to the table here for Coastal Alabama. Number 3, Trinity Crane. Boyd receives the screen and an offensive foul on Holland Geisler.
Tiffany Goodman on the Coyotes really playing aggressive defense. She's moving her feet really quickly, getting her hands out there. We've got to be careful with the basketball because she's all over it.
Here is now Murph accelerating the ball. In another jump ball situation, it's going to stay here with the Coyotes. And here's Crane in for the Eagles. And Hannah Coop into the game now for Addison Burleson. Eagles trailing now by 4 points. They find Murph. Crane goes inside to Goodman. Now goes opposite side to Crane. That one no good. Mentor the rebound and will push the pace. Well, actually opposite side to number 10, Tiana Watts. Stop, pop for Wolford. That's no good.
I'd like to see, I'm sorry, Alvin. I like to see Mentor down there on the board stopping. They almost had a third chance opportunity to score, so I was glad to see her get on that rebound and pushed up the floor. Jenna was pretty deep on that last shot. That's maybe a little off balance. I think we just really have got to get into some kind of a rhythm if we want to put some points up on the board.
Janaria Lennox into the game now for the Coyotes. Crane with the step back jumper. That one no good. Boyd and Geisler on the floor for the loose Mentor. Mentor fakes the handoff and gets double teamed. Phelps will hand it off to Wolford. Wolford to Mentor. Mentor with the stop and pop hard off the rim. Great rebound by Geisler. Mentor with the second chance opportunity, no good. Will let it fly. That one too long. Both teams scoreless in the past 2 minutes. Lennox lets it fly, no good. Baseball pass secured by Phelps. Phelps, no basket, but a foul on the trip to the basket.
It's good hustle by Leah Phelps.
The Coyotes now in foul trouble with 5 team fouls. Kenzie Tyndall and also Monte Torres in the game now for Holland Geisler and Hannah Coop. Geisler playing terrific minutes off the bench here for Pensacola. Having 2 rebounds, one of them being offensive.
We're definitely going to need that physical presence offensively and defensively on the boards. We'll see if we can get a few from Monse Torres.
First free throw good from Leah Phelps, unable to convert on the second. Chased down by Watts. Goodman goes to Lennox on the left wing. Crane. One more pass to Lennox. The Eagles doing a great job limiting the Coyotes in their 2-3 zone. Shuffle pass to Tyndall. Access denied. Goodman heads the other direction, and that's Slaughter with her second field goal of the half.
That was a good finish by Slaughter. It was a good hustle all around. I like to see Menser pushing the pace, just got a little bit out of control and lost that pass to Tinsel.
Phelps loses her dribble, and Slaughter hits it under the backboard, but a foul in the action. Menser to the table here for Pensacola as we are now trailing by 6. This is the Coyotes' largest lead of the game. Tajay Young now to the table for the Coyote, relieving Crane. Murph back into the action as well for the Coyotes. Here's the first free throw for the sophomore guard out of Columbus, Georgia. That one off. It's her first trip to the free throw line. Second for the team. Here's the second attempt here for Slaughter. That one touches the surface area of the backboard in the 10 and falls in for the 15th point for the Coyotes offense. Menser will hand it off to Torres. Back to Menser. Great screen set by Menser, rather by Torres, and Menser cashes it in at the rim.
Yeah, she saw the open lane there and just kept going and was able to finish at the rim. So great job by Menser on that.
Rachel Phelps to the table here for Pensacola. Murph dumps it down to Slaughter. Despite the deflection, it will stay here with the Coyotes.
Good job by Kylie Marcus getting her hand in there and deflecting that inside pass.
Now just under 2 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Lennox, the inbounder, goes to Slaughter. Attempt on the way in, good for the Coyotes. That's number 10, Tiana Watts. Getting into the painted area, and that is now the Coyotes' 11th point within the painted area. Rachel Phelps kicks it to Menser. She'll let it fly. That went off. The Eagles 0 of 4 from long range today, Coach.
Yeah, I think we're just, it's kind of feels like a little bit of a slow start. But again, we've just got to run the offense, take the open shots, and they'll eventually fall.
Tough fight there from number 10, Tiana Watts and Jenna Wolford. Now Boyd to the table as the Eagles trail now by 6.
There's a good shifting and movement on the defensive end by the Eagles, not leaving too many girls open for easy shots.
That ball deflected and heading northbound, rather southbound with Pensacola. Boyd into the game for Jenna Wolford, but now 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in regulation. Now Ashanti Thomas into the game as well to relieve number 10, Tiana Watts. Slaughter leading all scorers as well with 5 points. Marcus leading the Eagles with 4 as she brings the ball past the plane. Torres hands it off to Boyd. A lot of dribble handoff that we're seeing on the offensive side for Pensacola, Coach.
Yeah, they're running like, a 5-out type of offense. It leaves a lot of area in the middle of the court for them to drive. So I think they're doing the dribble handoffs, looking for that opportunity to beat their man one-on-one to the basket.
Murph guarded now by Phelps. Boyd in the passing lane for the Coyotes. And now 20 seconds separate the difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Let's get a quick stop here and then transition and score, and then we're right back in it. I mean, 6 points is not that many. Just
Make
feels
it
like
9 points instead.
9
Young,
points.
the triple. Boyd will attack. Boyd to the basket, loses the handle. Lennox split through 2 defenders. Lennox dumps it down to Thomas. No bucket, but the foul. Ashanti Thomas slow to get up here. She'll head to the charity stripe to convert on 2 free throws and possibly push the Eagles' deficit to double digits.
And just like that, it went from 7 to 9 with a possibility for 2 more here at the line. The Coyotes they're just all over the ball. They're quickly transitioning, taking advantage of any mistakes that the Eagles are making.
Thomas, first free throw good. The double-digit lead now increases. The largest lead of the game. The Eagles now scoreless the past 2 minutes of play. Second free throw off. Now 7 seconds to score here. Mentor goes corner to Boyd. 1 dribble pull-up. That one off the mark. The Eagles still scoreless. Lennox the rebound, and she'll drain out the clock here as the Eagles trail by 10 heading into the second period.
Obviously, there's a lot of basketball left, so no need to panic. Maybe shake the dust off. Seems like we just kind of came out a little slow tonight. I don't know if it's that 7 p.m. start or what it is, but plenty of time for the Lady Eagles to come back and win this game.
3 more quarters of basketball when we come back. The Eagles trail by their largest deficit of the game. 11-21 is the score in the Coyotes' favor. Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Adrian Wilson. Coach, what has been the cause to the Eagles' deficit now?
I think we've missed a lot of just easy baskets. We've had some turnovers. I don't think our offense has gotten into anything that we've really been able to capitalize on. The Coyotes have done a good job of limiting our second chance opportunities when we do miss the shot. So a couple of things that could definitely change on the offensive end.
Torres doing a great job keeping the ball in bounds. Here's Mentor. Mentor hands it off to Boyd. Boyd goes to Mentor. Mentor lets it fly. High arcing shot to no avail. The Eagles 0 of 6 from long range. Scoreless in the past 3 minutes here. Young goes to Murph. The Eagles in a 2-3 zone. Wolford as well as Phelps to the table here for Pensacola. Young takes a few dribbles and dishes it off to Murph. Murph into the paint, off the backboard, no good. Mentor the rebound. Mentor doing a great job retracting her dribble and also avoiding the turnover. Spin move from Boyd. Jumper on the way, that's no good. Skyland Boyd 0 of 4 so far in this matchup, despite being the second leading scorer for the Eagles, coming off the bench coach. 11.9 points per contest for the freshman phenom.
Yeah, Skyland's having a really great season, obviously. Again, I think she's got to get her shot, get one to fall, get some confidence. Of course, the Coyotes are playing good defense, not giving us a ton of open opportunities.
Inside out, Young along, too good! Young being a threat from long range. Had her 3 earlier, the first for the Coyotes. She also takes care of business from about 19 feet away from the basket. Murph picks the pocket of Menser and cashes in on the fast break layup. A full timeout called for head coach Jared Sellers. He needs to talk things over. The Eagles scoreless in the past 4 minutes, and the Coyotes on a 10-0 run.
Yeah.
Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson, and we'll step aside briefly. The Eagles scoreless in the past 4 minutes, and the Coyotes on a 10-0 run. Alvin Chapman alongside with former coach Adrian Wilson. Coach, what's been the reason to the Eagles' demise so far in this second period?
Well, the Coyotes have been playing great defense, and we have not been able to score. Of course, Montse Torres breaks that little streak there where we were scoreless for 4 minutes, which is good to see. The Eagles don't need to panic. They just need to slowly begin to play their game and chip away. The Coyotes are not going to make it easy for them because they're playing good defense and they're taking their shots.
Young, another triple! Boom, boom, boom! Tajay Young, a threat from long range, has a 19-footer as well as 2 threes. Can Geisler respond with another triple of her own? Boom, boom, boom!
That's what we want to see. We want to see them have their feet set, get into position, ready to shoot the ball when it comes to them, and not just throw up a shot, but take what they are given.
The Coyotes now in a 13-5 run. In the past 7 minutes, Murph will attack. The paint touches up. No good. Brought down by Kylie Marcus. The baseball pass ahead to Wolford. Wolford is fouled on the drive to the basket. Will head to the free throw line. Jenna Wolford, 0 of 4 on the game right now. 0 of 2 from downtown. 2 of those misses from point-blank range on the low block, Coach.
Yeah, those couple of inbound passes that she missed are a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, I know Jenna, you know Jenna. She's going to get into a rhythm and shake these few misses off.
Wolford having a phenomenal season this year, averaging 14 points per contest. That's a career best for her as well. Misses the first free throw nonetheless.
She just needs a point to give her a little boost of confidence so she can feel right at home, having a few points under her belt, and she'll be fine.
First free throw good for Wolford. She's been averaging 22 points in the past 2 contests and has had over 20 points in 4 of the last 6 contests she has performed in.
One of the things I love about Jenna Wolford is if she's going to struggle on the offensive end, it's not going to affect how she plays defense. She's going to come back and give it everything she's got, take her charges, get rebounds, hustle. She's a great player.
Long 2 for Thomas, no good. Phelps ahead of the pass. Thomas with the steal.
Great defense by the Coyotes. They're just all over those balls, all over loose balls.
Marcus with another steal. Has options, goes to Torres to her left. Torres goes up strong and receives a lot of contact as well as a whistle. Great job by the forward Torres, running her lanes, filling in her gaps, which now gives her a first-class ticket to the free throw line to convert on 2 free throws.
It was a pretty hard fall there. Hopefully she's not too shaken and can dump these 2 in.
Montse Torres so far with 4 points, a block, a steal, and 2 boards as well. It's her first trip to the free throw line this outing. First free throw up and good for Montse Torres. She's a 59% free throw shooter on this season. Has started in every game so far here for Pensacola Christian and averages 8 points and 8 rebounds this year. Perfect from the line for the senior from San Juan del Rio, Mexico.
It's been great to see, like I mentioned earlier with Holland, it's been great to see Montse's progression as a player from when she first stepped in, mid-season to now. She's been a really great asset to this program.
Watts will drive inside, retracts her dribble. Goodman will attack the paint. Floater no good. Slaughter, another opportunity. Can't catch it in at the rim. But she will head back to the line to convert on 2 free throws. Coach, this is the 7th offensive rebound for the Coyotes tonight.
Yeah, like I said, they're all over those balls. They're not hesitant at all to get in there, get position, and try to grab a rebound and give themselves a second or third chance opportunity. I was just looking at Goodman. She's not going to wait for an open shot. She's going to create shots for herself and try to score as many as she can.
Slaughter already with another trip to the free throw line. Empty on that trip. Phelps goes to Wolford. She'll let it fly just a bit too strong. Here is Tiana Watts, guarded now by Marcus. Young will go baseline. Phelps guarding Young. Will go inside to Thomas. Torres playing phenomenal defense. Thomas an attempt to hit it off the foot. And that's a block by Geisler! Up ahead to Phelps. Phelps can lay it off the glass. Can't finish it in transition.
Those are the buckets that obviously we want. Get a great defensive stop, a block, a quick shoot. She quickly shoots it up the floor, and Lee gets a little bit of contact there, wasn't able to finish, unfortunately. That would have got some momentum going our way, I think.
Points off turnovers is something a team on the offensive side wishes to capitalize on. The turnover numbers are even on both teams, but the points off turnovers aren't. Torres, one more pass to Marcus. Baseline jumper, way too strong. Thomas with another tough rebound.
Yeah, I wish there was a magic formula for how to stop the balls being shot over the rim. We just got to stay focused, keep shooting. We'll get some to drop. On the defensive end, I think we're getting some stops. They're not running away with it, but we're kind of trading baskets a little bit.
Thomas down low will pull up for a jumper, no good. Slaughter another offensive rebound, that went off. Torres with the pull down, gets it up ahead to Leah Phelps and an obvious foul.
From this perspective, it looks like the Coyotes may be a little bit tired. And I think if we can really grab the ball off the rim and push the ball up the floor, we could have some fast break opportunities.
Torres as well as Phelps out the game for Menser and Boyd. Torres leading the team in scoring so far with 6 points and 4 rebounds. Menser, the play caller, goes to Boyd. Takes the double screen and will head downhill. Boyd, the strong take to the basket, no good. Geisler, an attempt to keep it alive. And it will stay here with the Eagles.
Great job by Holland Geisler trying to keep the ball alive. Give the Eagles another chance to score.
Menser goes to Boyd and she'll let it fly. No good, just out of the rim. The Eagles collapsing into a man-to-man defense. Watts met by Menser. Goes to Lennox. Lennox guarded by Wolford. Picks up her dribble in the corner. Menser with the steal, another turnover. The 10th on the game. Can we get points off the turnover? An opportunity to go to the free throw line for Skyland Boyd.
I like to see that aggressive take. We just definitely need some finishes down in the paint. Really struggling to put the ball in the hole down there.
Skyland Boyd with her first trip to the free throw line. She is 0 for 6 tonight from the field, missing her own attempt from beyond the arc as well. The guard averages 11.9 points per game and 4 rebounds. and is an 80% free throw shooter, the highest percentage on the team, despite missing the first. The Eagles amounting a 6-0 run, while the Coyotes are scoreless in the past 4.5 minutes. 1 of 2 from the free throw line from the freshman phenom. Lennox, the play caller. Up to Watts. And a blocking foul called by the far side official.
Apologize there, Alvin. I don't know that either of them really knew what they wanted to call. I think they were looking to each other. I don't know. It looked like she was set under there, but again, it's hard to see from right here.
No shots on the block attempt. Sets up a baseline out of bounds play with Lennox, the inbounder. Up, out to Slaughter. Wow, great shuffle pass inside from Raven Hall to find her teammate Taisha Slaughter.
Nice little feed inside. Great finish by Slaughter.
Geisler regains possession, and another turnover here by the Eagles. The 11th on the game. Slaughter, an attempt to find her teammate, but that one swatted away by Boyd. In Eagles possession as well.
Thankfully, maybe one too many passes by the Coyotes on that allowed us to be able to knock it out and take it on the baseline.
Hey, get in there. Everyone, keep you tight.
Menser.
Go, Todd.
Menser ignores the handoff and turns it over. That is the 12th turnover here by Pensacola. And Rachel Phelps applies the ball pressure on the main player, rather than main ball handler, and forces a turnover.
Good defense there by Rachel Phelps.
Now a 30-second timeout called by Coach. He needs to talk some things over. The Eagles unable to stop the paint presence of the Coyotes, and also turning over the ball every time they get offensive possession.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to stick with man. I don't think our man-to-man defense was bad. I think we've had a couple bad positioning. Maybe we're a little slow on the help. I liked the way the 2-3 zone looked, so we'll see if he stays with man for a little bit.
I understand why they went man, because Tajay Young was lighting it up from long range. 2 threes coming off the bench, but with her out of the game, should you still stay in that man zone, man scheme, with that person that was the threat from the perimeter on the bench now?
I mean, I really think it depends on how good our help defense is going to be. If we're going to be there to help, you know, it looks like they're trying to go a little bit more of an inside game. Then if we can get good help, I think we stay in man.
Menser by herself can't finish the open look. The Eagles 6 of 26 from the line, rather from the field. 12% from long range.
I mean, I can just tell you, it's discouraging. I've been on the bench. I know what it's like when you just cannot get a bucket to fall, and you're working hard, and you're playing hard, and nothing. You really want to cut that lead back, but you can't seem to drop the ball in the basket.
Raven Hall extends her elbow and gets the offensive foul.
It doesn't take much to get momentum swinging the other way, so I think the Lady Eagles just have to stick with it. And just focus and keep fighting.
The Coyotes have led for 92% of this game so far, and their largest lead was 15 points. The Eagles have tied it once, but hasn't led the entire match. Great handoff to Wolford. A lot of contact in the finish inside.
What a great finish by Wolford. That was some pretty tough contact there. She's able to float that one over the top off the glass.
That ball tipped. Back in the possession of Taylor Murray. Thomas, the short jumper, no good. Torres loses the rebound, and a foul on the putback there by number 10, Tiana Watts.
Great offensive position by Tiana Watts. She was able to really get herself lined up for that rebound, and although Rachel Phelps tried to get in there, she just wasn't successful with that rebound attempt.
That will send Tiana Watts to the free throw line for her first trip of the night. She has 2 rebounds and 1 steal already to her name, as well as a field goal. One of those rebounds are offensive as well. First free throw, no good for Tiana Watts. Watts, another chance. No good. Rebound by Murph. And the paint points continue to pile up. 20 points in the paint compared to the Eagles' 6 in that first half.
I mean, honestly, we're kind of lucky she missed those 2 free throws since she was able to get that rebound and score. But that's never a good feeling.
Rachel Phelps racing downhill to the rim, unable to get the bucket, but the foul awarded to the sophomore guard. This is her first chance of points, first trip to the line as well for Rachel Phelps. Rachel Phelps, the sister of Leah Phelps. First free throw, no good for Pensacola as well.
We're definitely getting to the line. I mean, it's good to see that, but obviously we want to make our free throws add and cut away at the deficit.
That is a steal in the full court setting by Rachel Phelps, the person making the free throw. But now an out of bounds opportunity with 27 seconds remaining for the Coyotes.
I like the aggressive man press that coach has here. Maybe eat some time off the clock or force them to a turnover.
Rachel Phelps playing phenomenal defense. Now the Eagles, rather the Coyotes, only 4 more seconds to get it over. Murph, the inbounder. Watts with 2 seconds. And the 10-second violation forced by the Eagles defense.
That's exactly what Coach Sellers was hoping to do. So great job by the Eagles getting that turnover and having an opportunity here to score a bucket.
Menser forces up a bucket that dances on the top of the backboard and can't fall. Menser, 1 of 7 from the field tonight. Murph outside to Goodman. They go inside to Slaughter. The basket good. Using the window for safety.
Nice little left-handed put up there. I was able to get it to fall.
Menser, an attempt at the basket, no good, but she'll head to the free throw line for her first trip of the night. Menser not shooting the ball at the greatest percentage, none the least. 1 of 7 from the field. Empty as far as 3-point shots as well.
Yeah, I think it's obvious we're struggling from all areas of the field. Free throw line, 3-point line. So it's good to see her make that first one.
Free throw good for Kristen Menser. She now has 3. The Coyotes have led for 97% of this game. Rather 92% of the matchup instead. Both free throws good for Kristen Menser. Now 2 seconds. Here's the heave for the Coyotes. That one just off right, and that's the half for you. The Eagles managed to get the game back to single digits, but nonetheless trail by 9 and haven't led at all in this matchup. Coach.
Yeah, I think obviously when we come out, I know Coach Sellers is going to have quite a bit to say on the offensive end as far as finishing. I think he's probably going to come out and stay man. That's my guess. They're going to come out and play man defense, and we're just going to have to stop their second and third chance opportunities and go down and put the ball in the basket. You can't win if you don't score.
Can the Eagles make this entertaining on senior night? We'll see you with 2 more periods of basketball remaining. Thank you so much, fans at home, for joining us here tonight. But please don't go too far. We are now going to have some promotional videos provided by Pensacola Christian College, as well as some instant replays provided by our video production team.
It's a passion that unites us, the heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools and Abeka Academy homeschoolers, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer and over 20 courses, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
baseline goes Goodman, unable to finish. Welcome back, fans from all over, to the nest, home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Second opportunity for the Coyotes, no good, but a third time is the charm. Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson. Coach, what a first half we've been able to see. The Coyotes absolutely dominant offensively. 44% from the field, as long as 40% from three, and the Eagles unable to convert nonetheless as well. The Eagles 25% from the field, as 12% from three-point land as well.
The Coyotes are having a pretty good season. I want to say they're like 15-5, and this is a really tough team, and they're obviously showing that at this point. Eagles haven't done much to try to stop that yet, but I know it's in the back of our mind. I mean, we've got a lot to do to come out with this win.
Jumper deflected by the Coyote defense. The Coyotes 9-13 on the season this year, 6 of 6 in conference play. Great drive to the basket and a kick to Goodman. Goodman stops on a dime for a jumper, and that's no good. Murph inside to Thomas and erased that basket away. An offensive foul by the extension of Thomas's elbow. The Eagles now trailing by 13, and we mentioned already that the Coyotes have led nearly 94% of this game.
I mean, you got to hand it to them. Again, they're playing well defensively. They're all over the ball. Offensively, they're taking the shots that they want, being aggressive, getting their own offensive rebounds, limiting our second chance opportunities. There's a prime example of that, and just doing a good job.
Murph now guarded by Jenna Wolford. The Eagles still in a man-to-man scheme. Trailing by 13. The Eagles have trailed by as much as 15 points. They're scoreless so far in this half. And a traveling violation on the guard, Goodman.
I was wondering if perhaps Coach Sellers might come out and play man, but maybe do a little bit of a press. I mean, we've seen the Coyotes handled a couple of the press situations well, but we also got a 10-second violation on it. So I was hoping that maybe he'd come out and put a little bit of pressure on them on the press.
Another miss for Menser. She was 1 of 7 from the field in that first half.
Not many good, field goal percentages by any of the Eagles in the first half. So hopefully we'll see that change this half.
Another offensive foul drew by Tyler Murph. Jenna Wolford, her second place charge of the night.
As we know, Jenna Wolford is one of the best at taking charges. I don't think it's something she necessarily enjoys. As you can see, that last one was a really hard hit, but she is very good at it. Her timing is amazing.
Hand off to Torres, shuffle pass to Wolford. She'll let it fly, that one off the mark. Menser with the save, finds the hands of Phelps. Lets it fly, another air ball. Thomas finds Hall, now in the hands of Murph.
We're going to need to see that. The great hustle by Kristen Menser getting an offensive rebound. Unfortunately, Leah Phelps didn't convert it, but you know what? We like to see offensive rebounds and give us another second or third chance to put the ball in the hole.
Thomas goes back to Murph. No one in the corner as she nearly passed the ball there. Now 6 on the shot clock. Murph has to fire a triple. That one hard off the backboard, and the over the back call there on Slaughter as time expires.
Good defense by the Eagles. I don't think the Coyotes are too much of an outside shooting team. I mean, they did make a couple in the first half, but I think they'd rather play inside or get, little 10, 12 footers.
Full timeout, rather 30-second timeout called by Coach Sellers. We'll step aside briefly as well. The Eagles still trailing by double digits. 13 points is the margin with 6:40 remaining in this half. Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson. Great give and go pass, but Wolford unable to connect at the rim. She is 0 of 7 from the field tonight.
Really tough to see. I know you can tell the frustration is in Jenna's face. It's in her body language, especially because so many of them have just been easily, what should seem to be easy conversions.
Great defense by Boyd. Now here is Phelps in transition, has Boyd as an option. Spinning jumper, good.
We got it to fall. We'll take it. It wasn't pretty. I wasn't quite sure there, but good job by Skyland Boyd making it drop.
That is her first field goal of the game, 1 of 7 from the field tonight. Not one score for the Eagles in double digits. Slaughter for the Coyotes with 11.
I mean, you probably would know this. You're a numbers guy. For us to be only at 27, you know, the Eagles are usually average around 75 points a game. I could be close or really off. So it's tough to see really just struggling on the offensive end.
The Eagles normally average 74 points per game and hold their opponents to an average of 56 points per contest. The Eagles 27 points, 25 at the half.
I mean, it's not surprising. Obviously, we just have not put the ball in the hole. We didn't do it at all the first half.
Jump ball called by the near side official. It will stay here. Fortunate for Pensacola, especially since that ball was nearly turned over out of the hands of Skyland Boyd. Torres will attack and hand off to Wolford. Wolford had an open driving lane, but instead will have a Torres three. Short jumper for Leah Phelps. That one falls.
I saw that lane too. I thought if she would have just taken a second there to look, she could have probably driven it, you know, all the way and maybe got the finish. But we'll take it. We'll take the 2. Is that Torres? I missed that on the.
Yes, that was Montse Torres. Leah Phelps with her 3rd point of the game. First field goal of the night as well. Now Wolford with the steal keeps her dribble alive as she stands. Phelps with options. Will stop on a dime and lay it off the glass. Good for Leah Phelps.
That was a great finish by Leah Phelps. I think she wanted that one to give herself a little bit of confidence and finishing through the contact. Great job.
The Eagles now on a 6-0 run. We will step aside briefly for a 30-second timeout called by head coach Armstrong. The Eagles recently finding the roadmap to points here early in the third quarter. Only trailing now by 7. We mentioned the Eagles have been trailing in this game for 94% of this matchup. Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson. Thomas jumper, no good. Marcus heading the other direction with options. Marcus with the shuffle pass to Boyd off the backboard, good. Skyland Boyd now 2 of 8 from the field, 5 points. And the Eagles now on an 8-0 run, coach, in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and just like that, the deficit's cut to 5. I mean, honestly, I think the Coyotes are just looking a little tired. And although we've struggled to make baskets, if we can capitalize on this, we're going to be right back in it.
And as a blocking foul there on Jenna Wolford. Tiffany Goodman drawing that foul, ticketing the Eagles defense. Holland Geisler now to the table as number 24, Tashana Key checks into the game as well for the Coyote. Geisler also into the game here for Pensacola. Geisler having a phenomenal first half. She has 5 points to her name as well as a triple from long range.
I wanted to point out before Kylie Marcus went out, she had a couple good rebounds and was able to help was part of the reason we got that deficit cut in half.
Geisler with the steal and the turnover, and now the foul, only playing now for 3 seconds into this game. Eagles still on a bit of a run here, but now number 10, Tiana Watts, to the free throw line, the sophomore guard standing at 5'4" from Roanoke, Alabama. Watts with 2 points, missed both of her free throws in her first trip to the line. This time she knocks down the first one. .349 remaining on the third quarter clock. The Eagles still trailing big here. 1 of 2 from the line. Torres corrals the rebound. Geisler back in the contest here for Pensacola. Wolford will break the plane. My apologies for the mix-up there. Torres to Boyd. Boyd will attack the rim. Stop, pop, jumper, back iron. The Eagles' shooting percentages definitely aren't the greatest, despite only being down by single digits. 26% from the field, as well as 9% from three-point land, as Key receives the high pass and knocks it in for 2. Torres trailing behind the play, goes to Boyd. Boyd turns it over.
We're going to need to play a little bit better help defense on that. I think Geisler's going to have to play a little more aggressive, and then I think it was Monse that should have been over there to help on that last basket.
Key rebounds the ball for a third opportunity, throws it at the goal. That one no good, but it will stay here with the Coyotes.
Good effort by the Coyotes, I apologize. Good effort trying to keep the play alive, getting good position, grabbing some boards, and giving themselves second and third chances.
A number of substitution. Boyd, Wolford, and Phelps added a game here for Rachel Phelps, Kylie Marcus, and Kristen Menser. Now Watts, the inbounder here for Pensacola, rather for the Coyotes. Gets it into Goodman. Goodman to the basket. She goes. Count the bucket and the foul for number 5, Tiffany Goodman, rather.
That's a really tough shot. It's just a very athletic play. She's able to kind of, not really a hook shot necessarily, but just with that one-handed side, is able to kind of plop it in there and draw the contact.
The free throw up for Tiffany Goodman, and good.
She's definitely a really good player. She's playing a good game tonight.
Geisler out of the contest as well for Hannah Coop. Another one of the seniors we are honoring tonight on senior night. Eagles trailing now by 11. Marcus with the shot fake. The runner into the lane, no good. Rebound by Coop. Coop does a great job deflecting the ball off the Coyote defender, giving the Eagles 20 on the shot clock. Menser now the inbounder. Goes to Rachel Phelps. Menser attacks. Towards the goal she goes. Basket no good, but a chance for free throws for Kylie Marcus. And the Eagles, as far as shooting percentage, not doing the greatest. To starters alone, shooting 31. Actually, my apologies there. Shooting 6 for 31 from the field as Marcus makes the first free throw. My apologies there. She's perfect from the free throw line. Give her 5 rebounds, 3 assists, as well as 7 points. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, cutting the deficit now to 10.
Yeah, Kylie Marcus is doing a good job trying to keep the Eagles in this. She's had some good rebounds, steal. You mentioned she's had some points from the line and from the field.
Great rebound there by Key, standing at 6 foot, and a 3-second violation called by number 24, Tashana Key. Grabbed the offensive rebound, but didn't relocate outside of the painted area.
One of the things that's obvious about the Coyotes, you watch when the shot goes up, you see a lot of red jerseys around the rim trying to get the rebound. That's what we need to do on the Eagles end. is try to get as many rebounds as possible and give ourselves lots of extra chances.
A contested try, no good. The Eagles now shooting 8% from long range, with now 1:40 remaining in the third quarter. Goodman will attack. Goodman will hand it off to Watts. Watts fouled on the shot. Now the Eagles' fourth team foul of the quarter. Now Leah Phelps coming back into the game with Jenna Wolford. Anna Coop as well as Kristen Mentor out of the contest here for Pensacola. Coach, the Eagles not shooting the best that they have in the season so far, but still within a manageable position to possibly come back in this game.
Honestly, I mean, it's 5 possessions. It's actually less than that, really. It's not a huge deficit. It's just our shooting is really poor right now, and that makes it seem like even a larger deficit. But there's still a quarter and, a minute and 25 left, so we can't trade baskets, definitely. We're going to need to get some stops and then go down and put the ball in the hole.
That's a rejection and a ticketed foul by Montse Torres, finding the defense of the Coyotes, places them now in the bonus for 2 free throws. Montse Torres, another senior forward here for Pensacola, 2 of 4 from the field, perfectly aligned, 6 points. Tournay with 7 rebounds. One of the only players shooting in a positive above 50% field goal percentage, but everybody else shooting just under 30% as a team, attributing to the team's 25% as a whole field goal percentage.
How do you overcome that 25%, Alvin? You have to keep shooting. I mean, you can't not shoot. If you don't shoot, you can't score. And so it's one of those things where you got to take the best shot. Obviously, you want them to fall, but you literally just have to keep shooting, getting shots up. Eventually, some are going to fall.
1 of 2 from the free throw line. The Eagles' only percentage in the positive, 66 from the charity stripe, where they normally shoot just around 70% as a team. Key receives it inside and works on Marcus. Key, the hook shot, that's no good. But Slaughter, the second chance opportunity, no good. Key, an attempt to keep it alive over Montse Torres, that's no good. Marcus with rebounds. Phelps along 2. That one good. Referee time here as the Eagles had numbers. I believe that is Taisha Slaughter slow to get up. We will step aside. Slaughter out of the competition, bringing back Ashanti Thomas into the front court here for the Coyotes. Hopefully she will be okay. Now about 19 to 20 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Goodman will dribble the ball to the corner and go to Key. Young will swing it over to Murph. Murph will drive on Phelps. Murph, the runner, no good, but a foul on Ashanti Thomas.
I like to see Jenna Wolford, and they're just mixing it up, playing tough. Obviously, it's super physical under there because the Coyotes are wanting to get good position and grab the rebounds.
That is Ashanti Thomas's 3rd foul of the game, sending Kylie Marcus back to the free throw line. Marcus already with 2 trips tonight, 1 of 2 in her last visit, perfect in her first visit, making that 3 of 4 from the charity stripe tonight. First attempt touches the back iron and good for Kylie Marcus.
At this point, we really don't care how it looks as long as it goes in.
Marcus so far with a 16% usage rate as well as a 15-point plus minus. And just like that, the Eagles are only trailing by 5 with 25 seconds remaining in regulation. At least in the third period as well. And the steal by Phelps. Phelps attacks the hole. A lot of contact. No basket, but a foul.
Great job by Leah Phelps there, just defensively minded, getting that steal and then taking it hard to the rim. I was going to say this is the second time in this half or in this third period that we've trailed by 5. So hopefully we can cut it to even a little bit less here with Leah at the free throw line.
There has been one tie in this game, but the Eagles haven't led since the tip. First free throw, good. Actually, no good. Predicted it too soon for
you
Leah
jinxed
Phelps.
it.
Phelps 3 of 8 on her second senior night. 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. Can't finish. Marcus with the grab in the bucket. Cut the deficit to 3. And a turnover by the Coyotes.
Yep, a little bit of momentum shift. Great job by Kylie Marcus grabbing that rebound and getting that little putback off the glass.
The Eagles now on an 8-point run. The Coyotes now scoreless in the past 2.5 minutes. Torres. Now 5 seconds to fire. They go inside to Torres. Torres to Wolford. She lets it go before the buzzer. No good! Despite trailing only by 3, a phenomenal job by Pensacola Christian College, keeping this thing within striking distance with 1 more period of basketball remaining. The Coyotes have led for 95% of this game, but the Eagles within arm reach of this match. This is Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson, and we will step aside with 10 more minutes of basketball awaiting. More minutes of basketball here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. A matchup where the Eagles have trailed by as much as 15, now only trailing by a cushion of 3. Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson. Coach, what a matchup we've been able to see the Eagles remaining relentless in this matchup.
Yes, as poor as everyone who's watching or you and I know, as poor as the shooting percentage has been, the Eagles have not stopped fighting to get back in it.
Marcus will attack towards the rim. Marcus with the open lane, can't finish on the other end. Double teamed in the full court setting. Murph now with 4 seconds to get it over, and she does. Murph with a traveling violation as she picks up her dribble to the side of her hip.
I know I had mentioned this when we came up for the second half, but I'm kind of glad to see Coach Sellers putting a little bit of pressure on defensively. And here's a situation where we don't have a live ball turnover, but we have a turnover.
Yes, ma'am. The Coyotes now with 24 turnovers compared to the Eagles' 13. The turnover margin was once even, but now a reason why the Eagles able to come back in this competition. Fading layup, no good for Leah Phelps.
Definitely in the third quarter, we were able to limit our turnovers much better than we did the first half. So I'm happy to see that. That number is still fairly low.
Here is Goodman. Raven Hall with the ball on the top of the key. Goodman goes inside to Key in an offensive foul on Key. Tashana Key, only playing 8 minutes, picks up her second foul of the matchup.
Great hustle by Monse Torres. She's been doing a really good job this season as well as taking some good offensive charges.
Torres, great cut to the basket, goes outside to Phelps. lets the two fly. That one no good. Looked like it went in because it hit the side of the backboard and hit the netting, but to no avail.
Yeah, I think some people were about ready to clap, including myself, and then realized it didn't quite go in.
Murph weaving through traffic. A deflection from Rachel Phelps, but a foul called by the baseline official.
Hey, that high is the jail.
That one's on Phelps. The Eagles still on an 8-0 run, but they are scoreless themselves in the past minute and a half.
This game kind of reminds me of riding in a roller coaster. We can see the top, and we're still climbing. Like, we've got to get there and get over that hump, but we just can't quite get there yet.
Murph, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, stretching the deficit now to 4. Marcus. Wolford goes to Rachel Phelps, makes her defender miss, weaves through traffic, layup no good. Rachel Phelps nearly with the steal, the double team on Thomas. She'll get ahead of the break. Raven Hall now with the possession, and she swings it over to Murph. Guarded now by Wolford.
Good defensive pressure by the Eagles. I mean, they're obviously putting forth the effort there. It's just a matter of trying to get that ball under control and get that steal.
Now 5 seconds to get a basket up. That one's no good. Torres brings it down. Monse Torres with her 8th rebound of the night. Give her 2 rejections as well. She's trailing behind the play. Marcus gets past her defender, kicks it to Wolford. She'll let it fly. Boom, boom, boom! Jenna Wolford with the triple try.
She definitely needed that 3. We as a team needed that 3, but Jenna also just takes a little bit of that pressure off of her. She struggled offensively tonight, like most of the players have.
Kylie Marcus in the last home game broke the single game assist record with 11. She leads all players now with 5 in this game, and a rebound to her name as well. The Eagles can get their first lead of the game if they convert a basket here. Leah Phelps, basket no good. Great rebound by Jenna Wolford. Rachel Phelps left all alone at the top of the key. Back to Jenna Wolford. 3 on the way, no good, but a foul.
That's what we like to see. That's how the Eagles are, it's one of the reasons that makes them a tough team. They're not going to lay down. They're going to keep on fighting. So great job on the offensive end, grabbing the rebound, staying with it, and that kick out to Jenna and drawing the foul.
This says Jenna Wolford to the free throw line to convert on 2 free throws. The last basket here for Pensacola, she had a 3-pointer to bring the deficit to 1. This is her 2nd trip to the free throw line tonight. 1 of 2 in that first trip. 1 of 9 from the field tonight.
I think she's shooting 3 on this one.
First free throw good to bring the 2nd tie of this matchup. Now these two can give the Eagles a lead. Can't make the first one, but fortunately there's a 2nd one brewing. We've mentioned the Coyotes have led for 95% of this matchup. Can we get the lead here? Wolford, yes! The first lead of the game for Pensacola Christian College comes with 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Goodman goes to Watts. Watts will swing it to Lennox, who recently checked in after the free throw. Lennox will pull up for a jumper. That's good. Janeria Lennox, and the steal by Key, but stealed back by Marcus. Jumper no good. And the rebound attempt by Marcus, and she's slow to get up.
Good all-around hustle. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead and continue, Coach.
I was just going to say good all-around hustle by the Eagles.
Mensah slow to get up. She's having a career night once again. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. She's out of the contest for Boyd, and Mensah also in the contest as well.
Yeah, you hate to see Kylie Marcus step out. Hopefully it's nothing too big. she's definitely been a key factor in why the Eagles are still in this and only down by 1 with 5:55 left in the game.
Marcus with a 21 plus minus. Goodman moves past Wolford and gets the sidestep floater to fall. Menser up ahead to Boyd. And that's a turnover there by Skyland Boyd.
It's been fun to watch Tiffany Goodman tonight. She's had some really just athletic finishes, some really good baskets.
Lennox now with the possession, guarding Wolford. Janiria Lennox guarded by Wolford with an array of dribble moves to get her off her hip. Slaughter double team on the low block. Goes outside to Goodman and she'll let it fly. No good. Key tips it up to give Lennox another opportunity. Goodman, another sidestep layup into the paint. No good. Boyd up ahead to Rachel Phelps. One more man a beat. Off her knee, no good. Boyd retracts her dribble. Menser goes to Wolford. Menser goes to Phelps. Boyd, she'll attack. Boyd loses her handle. Menser lets it fly. High arcing three, no good. Menser's shooting struggles continue. 1 of 9 from the field, as well as 0 of 3 from long range. Another 30-second possession allotted here to Pensacola. They are now scoreless in the past 2 minutes. And also Raven Hall now has 4 fouls.
If you've watched Coach Sellers and his program over the years, you know he's not one that's going to panic early on. He's going to keep his players level-headed and try to keep them in the game until they can chip away at the lead, and that's what they've done here. I mean, it's a 3-point game, and there's still 4 minutes left.
Jump ball, and it's going to be awarded to Pensacola Christian. Great play by the freshman phenom, Skyland Boyd. Rachel Phelps also to the table here for Pensacola to relieve her sister. Actually, Leah Phelps relieving her sister Rachel. That's my apologies there. With the Eagles trailing by 3. The Eagles had the lead for only 19 seconds of this game. Boyd left all alone. No good. Phelps with a great rebound. Wolford a triple try. No good. Boyd a third opportunity for points for the Eagles. Menser to Wolford. Wolford will attack. Hand off to Menser. Menser will go inside to Boyd. Boyd, the floating layup, good to bring this game within 1.
Love the hustle by the Eagles on that. 3 offensive rebounds, 3 or 4 separate chances there. So great job not quitting on the play, and then Skyland able to convert for 2 at the other end.
Despite the basket by Boyd, she picks up the foul there on Goodman. And that is Boyd's first foul of the night. Geisler will come to the table here as well for Pensacola. She does have 4 fouls to her name. Menser out of the competition. Despite being her senior night, she has struggled from the field here, Coach. 1 of 9 to her name tonight. Not able to get a 3-point basket as well. What's the reason for her shooting struggles here tonight, Coach?
I mean, honestly, Alvin, I think so many players are just struggling tonight. I wish there was an answer to that. Of course, we've seen Kristen Menser have a really great season. Percentage-wise, she's been shooting the ball really well, so it stinks to have just an off night, especially on a night like this where there's there's senior night, so there's a little bit of extra excitement. No doubt it's disappointing to her.
Menser averaging 9.9 points per game and 5 rebounds. Boyd will attack the rim. Nearly loses the handle there. Goes to Torres on the high post. Back to Boyd. Another turning jumper, good for Boyd. Boyd struggled shooting in the first half. Now she's 4 of 12 from the field, 9 points, the second leading scorer for this team. Eagles trailing now by 1 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Here's Goodman, the hot hand tonight. They go to Lennox and attempt to skip it over. Now Key, an offensive foul. That one a bit obvious as she extended her elbow towards the chest of Torres.
Yeah, perhaps she's gotten away with that before. That was a pretty obvious get off me and before she tried to convert it. So good job by Mo, kind of standing her ground there. Not much you can do in that situation.
Eagles trailing by 1, have led for only 19 seconds of this game. Boyd goes behind her back and loses her defender. Goes to Wolford. A 3, we need it. That one way off. And a foul on Holland Geisler. That's her 5th. Rachel Phelps into the game to relieve Geisler. Her last regular season game at home.
I know it's disappointing. I feel like players are a little bit upset. You know, Holland fouls out. Menser's had an off night. Leah Phelps has had an off shooting night. Even Jenna Wolford. But the good thing is senior night doesn't break our season. You know, we've got to just keep that in mind and keep moving forward. Obviously, we want to win every game, and that's the intent here. But, you know, it's not going to break the Eagles having just an off night.
Great hustle there by the freshman phenom, Skyland Boyd, but she was out of bounds before the save attempt. Now 5 seconds to shoot here for the Coyotes. The Eagles 21-3 on the season. They go to Lennox. She has to fire here. That ball tipped. And here's a conversation between all 3 officials. And a shot clock violation forced by the Eagles defense. No one able to retain possession. The Eagle player, although going for the ball, wasn't able to secure the ball, creating that to be a shot clock violation against the Coyote offense.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't gain possession on that. That allowed us to get the call on the shot clock violation.
Eagles trailing by 1. And a foul on Taisha Slaughter. That is Slaughter's 4th. Raven Hall with 4 fouls, and Taisha Slaughter also with 4. Despite Holland Geisler fouling out, nobody else here for the Eagles, even with 3 fouls. There's a handoff to Phelps. She'll attack the rim off the mark. Leah Phelps with the rebound. They go inside to Torres. Great give and go. Boyd, the runner, no good. Head out, though, by number 24, Tashana Key, giving the Eagles a fresh 20 on the shot clock.
Once again, several Eagles in there trying to mix it up and get the possession back so we can have second, third chances. Now we get it out of bounds. 20 seconds to
Slaughter actually with 3 fouls. My apologies. And now Ashanti Thomas comes back to the game as well. She has 3, and she'll relieve Key. And a great anticipated steal there by Thomas. Thomas dumps it down. There's a loose ball collected by Torres. Now the Eagles with numbers. Phelps, she'll attack baseline. Phelps to the basket, no good. Boyd, the fading jumper blocked, what a foul!
Great hustle by Sky Boyd there, just following up that shot by Leah Phelps and then drawing the contact. Even though she doesn't finish, she gets to go to the free throw line.
That is Slaughter's 4th foul. And now the Coyotes in foul trouble. Hall with 4, Thomas with 3, Slaughter with 4, and Goodman with 3, as well as Murph with 3 as well. First free throw good for Boyd. That ties up the game, the 3rd tie of this matchup. Another one there for Boyd and the lead. We've seen the guys' game for senior night go into overtime. There's a possibility this one can go into overtime. We can't settle it in the regulation periods.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing myself. This is definitely a close game with 1:30 left. Plenty of time.
Torres, and a great deflection there by Phelps. Now 8 seconds on the shot clock. Goodman finds Lennox somehow. She lets it fly, no good. Thomas with the rebound. Lennox with the ball fake. Lennox inside to Thomas. Thomas with an offensive foul once again! That's the 4th foul there on Ashanti Thomas. And that extension of the elbow has been a very bad thing for the offense of the Coyote, specifically the front court.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to see that on our end. Montse's taken some pretty hard hits tonight, but you're just, you know, you can only establish so much position. Anytime you extend your arms off your body like that, they're going to call it. Well, most of the time they're going to call it.
Wolford lets it fly, no good. The chase down rebound, Torres try to save it, but to no avail. That would have gave the Eagles their biggest lead of the game. And now, just under a minute remaining in regulation. The Eagles in a full court press. Lennox nearly turns it over. She finds Goodman. Goodman works the baseline, and a foul on Phelps. The only one they had to give.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything fancy there or anything, you know, major. They just needed to play straight up hard defense, maybe force a turnover. Of course, we had the foul there. We had the one to give. So now the Eagles just have to play straight up defense, as you heard Coach Sellers saying.
Lennox gets it into Goodman, guarded by Phelps. 26 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Goodman nearly loses it. Thomas, the 15-footer is pure. Now 8 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Hey, 30, I want to advance it. I want to advance.
And a 30-second timeout, very smart timeout called by Coach Sellers, as Boyd nearly did not receive the inbound.
Yeah, that was a good grab by Skyline. I thought it was going to kind of slip out of her hands. Coach Sellers is one of the best in the moment, sideline, drawing up plays to make something happen that I've seen. It's something that his brain just really does excellent at.
The Eagles now have an 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They trail by 1. What do you expect for them to do coming out of this timeout as the ball gets advanced to the half-court line?
Well, I think there's still an 8-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. So my guess is he's going to wear a little bit of time off the clock, get a good shot, play straight up defense, and I think he still has another timeout left to use.
The Coyotes with 4 timeouts remaining. Coach Sellers with the Eagles only have 1 full timeout remaining. Boyd, the inbounder, and also 4 Coyotes with 4 fouls. Boyd, she'll attack. Boyd, layup, no good. Rebounds her own miss, no good. Lennox will try to run out time here. Gets it up to Thomas, and a foul. That is Torres' 3rd foul of the game, and that will send Lennox to the free throw line.
Not ideal as far as not converting on that, play call that he drew up at the timeout. However, I don't think the Coyotes are shooting really great from the line, so hopefully she can miss both of these, and then that gives us plenty of time on the other end to get us a basket.
46% from the free throw lines, the Coyotes are.
Get it and push the floor.
The Eagles with 28 seconds remaining in regulation.
We need this rebound here for sure.
Here's the free throw for Lennox, and it's good. The Eagles trail now by 2. Torres goes to Boyd. Boyd will attack the rim. Torres, she'll also attack. Down to Boyd, the basket, good! The freshman phenom with 13! Goodman picks up her dribble. Lennox will attack the rim. Lennox now with 5 seconds to fire. Goodman drives. Goodman the spin. Goodman the layup, no good. We're going to overtime. Wow. Goodman nearly finishes it there at the low block. But another senior night game heading to overtime. Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson. Coach, speechless right now. Unbelievable play there by Torres and Boyd to push this to extra periods.
Yeah, great defense by Montse Torres. I mean, Goodman had a really good spin move, and you could see how close it was. It literally rolled off the rim and out. So we kind of got lucky there. but Montse just played really hard defense without fouling, so good job for her.
We're going to break here. 5 more minutes of basketball when we come back. Montse Torres, as well as number 4, Taisha Slaughter, center court for the tip-off of the overtime period. Alvin Chapman alongside with Coach Wilson. Coach, what a game we've been able to see. The first game ended for an Eagles victory for the Eagles, the men's basketball team that is. And a near turnover, actually a turnover that is for the Coyotes.
Yeah, the game started off pretty rough, so it was great that we're going into overtime. It just shows the resilience of this Eagles team, not giving up, not quitting, even when down by, I think at one point we were down by 15, or maybe it was 12. I don't have as good a memory as you do, Alvin, but it's good to see them just chipping away and fighting through it.
Rachel Phelps, rather Leah Phelps to the basket. She goes!
When we need it, we got it.
Leah Phelps with that basket fading in overtime gives her the all-time scoring record among all players. She's now on the Mount Rushmore of players, including Sandy McElhaney, Lauren Alvarez, and now put Leah Phelps on the mountain after that basket.
Yeah, that's so great. I'm just super happy for Leah Phelps. What a great career she's had as a Lady Eagles basketball player.
Phelps with that basket there gives her 9 points. Skyland Boyd with a phenomenal fourth quarter to lead all scorers with 13, 5 of 15 from the field. Goodman working on Phelps. Great defense without fouling. And Phelps with the steal. Phelps also becomes the all-time steal record as well with that steal. Wolford too strong on the three-point try.
Leah Phelps breaking all kinds of records tonight.
Here comes Lennox. Goodman with the thought of attacking. Goodman gets inside the paint. Basket no good. Rebound by Boyd. Torres, the trailer. Baseball pass up to Phelps. Touch pass to her sister Rachel. Torres goes to Wolford. Phelps all alone for a triple try. No good. And a foul assessed from the grab from Ashanti Thomas.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 25, Sky Boyd, her second of the game.
Good hustle by the Eagles again, just really scrappy in there. Unfortunately, Sky gets her second foul of the game, but I mean, we're in overtime, so 2 fouls is really nothing.
Still in the bonus here in the nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles, Ashanti Thomas with 13 rebounds. Slaughter also with 13 rebounds as well. 26 rebounds from the front court tonight. The starting front court, that is. 32 from the front court, including number 24, Tashana Key. First free throw, no good for Thomas. In her second trip to the night, she is 1 of 3 from the stripe. 3 more minutes of play here, Coach. One thing that you have to realize, Hall, Thomas, and Slaughter all with 4 fouls to their name. And Thomas misses both free throws. Menser, she's in the game for the Eagles. Not the greatest shooting night for her. Wolford goes to Menser. Menser will attack. Mentor goes to Wolford. One more to Phelps in the corner. 3 on the way, no good. The Eagles, 9% from the three-point land, and the steal by Rachel Phelps.
Great hustle by Rachel Phelps. Good heads up there. Had active hands and was able to pull that back.
Phelps keeps it in her possession. Mentor inside to Torres. Corrals it. A three-pointer on the way, no good from Jenna Wolford. 1 of 11 from downtown tonight. And despite her shooting struggles, Jenna Wolford sacrifices her body on a defensive side for an offensive charge.
She shakes off the miss. Like you said, 1 for 11 on the offensive end, turns literally right around and takes a hard offensive charge. Great job by Jenna Wolford.
Timeout on the floor. Coach Sellers will talk things over how to spread the curtains of his lead. Minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the overtime period. Every player except for one with 4 fouls in the starting lineup, or the current 5 right now for the Coyotes.
The Coyotes play aggressive defense, so it's going to be hard for one of those 4 not to get that 5th foul.
Boyd, stop and pop, no good. Thomas with a strong rebound, that's her 14th board, but the steal by Wolford. Nevertheless, that goes out of bounds before having possession.
Good effort by Jenna Wolford just when she brought the ball down. Unfortunately, it just hit the end line there.
Here is now Watts for the inbound. The Eagles in a full court man-to-man. Watts will possibly break the plane. Watts retracts her dribble and works on Rachel Phelps. And a great deflection there by Phelps, but into the hands of Lennox. Lennox with the floater, good. Big shot there by Lennox. Only 5 points to her name, but a big 5 points as well as she ties things up. Torres will hand it off to Boyd. Boyd with the altering jumper and gets it to fall. Boyd off the bench leads all scorers with 15.
I'd be interested to see a shot chart that shows how many of those little baskets she makes a game. She's really good at driving and then pulling up and knocking down those short shots in front of the rim.
That would send Murph back to the free throw line. Leah Phelps picks up her first foul of the contest. 42% is the free throw percentage as well for the Coyotes. Murph hasn't made one until this exact moment. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Taylor Murph with 8 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Also 4 fouls to her name. Another free throw ties things up back at 58. Taking all of the big shots so far in this matchup. Trusting the freshman. Goes straight to the basket. Another clutch bucket for the freshman guard out of Birmingham, Alabama. She now has 17.
She does a good job at reading the lanes and then making last-second adjustments. You saw there she kind of crossed over and was able to lay that in pretty quickly. So good job by Skyland Boyd. Great finish. We needed that.
Lennox with the big bucket in the other offensive possession. That one no good. Great rebound by Boyd. Up ahead to Rachel Phelps, rather Leah Phelps, and she's fouled as she drives to the basket. 2 free throws in the line for Rachel Phelps as she intends to spread the curtain of this deficit to the Coyotes. And that is the 5th foul there for number 5, Taylor Murph. Murph, she finishes with 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 assists. And now Phelps will head to the line for her 2nd trip of the game. Phelps 3 of 5 from the cherry stripe tonight.
Love to see Leah convert here and make it a 3-point game.
And a 3-point game is exactly what you drew up there, Coach. And a timeout for the Coyotes. We will step aside briefly. .23 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Skyland Boyd has been the big shot taker, the freshman phenom. Until the 3rd quarter, she was 2 of 9 from the field with only 4 points. Now she has 17 points, leading her team in scoring, 6 of 17 from the field.
Yeah, really great to see that, somebody stepping up when we needed it most. Nobody's shots have really been falling.
Big shot on the way for the Coyotes, no good. Rebound attempt and a foul on Boyd, which will send her to the line.
Fouls on Eagles number 25, Sky Boyd, her 3rd of the game.
This will send Tiana Watts, the sophomore from Roanoke, Alabama, graduate of Hadley High School, to the free throw line. Watts, 50% from the free throw night tonight. Knocks down the first one in a crucial moment. 7 seconds separate the shot clock as well as the game clock.
Go get it, girls.
Another free throw, no good. Boyd, the big rebound, and a quick timeout from Coach Sellers. Boyd with 7 rebounds and 17 points. Coach is going to talk things over with his team in order to put the dagger in the final regular home game of the year. We're going to stay here, Coach. Coach, what a game. We mentioned that about 90% of this game, the Coyotes were in the driver's seat. How was the Eagles, or how did rather the Eagles push them away and take over the acceleration?
Well, I think they just kept at it defensively. They were able to get some more offensive rebounds. Obviously, you just keep shooting. Sky's a good example of that. She has 17 points. Just chipping away, not letting the Coyotes run away with it. It helps that we had some of the Coyotes get into foul trouble, and honestly, it helps that they haven't been doing so well at the line, giving us opportunities for defensive rebounds and scoring on the other end.
Let's talk about Skyland Boyd. Very young player, but with the best field goal percentage out of all of her teammates. We mentioned how she is the 2nd leading scorer for this team. Torres now with the ball. Boyd, rather Wolford. Torres looks to waste time here.
Coach Sellers is very good at being patient, knowing when to run, knowing what his players can do. how much time exactly they need to get a shot.
Wolford with 2 seconds left, throws it at the goal and a shot clock violation. Now 5 seconds remaining in regulation. Now putting 6.2 seconds on the clock. A timeout called by head coach Mandy Armstrong. We're going to say here, Coach, although the Eagles lead by 2, this is very much a game where the Coyotes can be victorious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to panic at the three-point line. I don't think we got to run them off the three-point line. That's not what they've been playing tonight. I think we definitely have to be leery about them trying to drive in and draw a foul. That's one of the things they've been pretty successful at tonight, is getting some points in the paint. So we got to play good, hard, straight-up defense and play smart.
Skyland Boyd, we've been talking about her success tonight. 17 points. 7 of 18 from the field with 7 boards. What a bright future for the young freshman.
I mean, yeah, it's been so fun watching Skyland Boyd. She reminds me of a combination of so many former players. It's just been really fun to watch her this season.
In a stack formation. They get it to Goodman. Goodman attacks. Shot towards the goal, no good. Brought down by Torres for her 11th rebound of the game. And just like that, the Eagles get it done in the overtime period. 61-59 is the score. They've trailed by as much as 15 points in this contest, but it was tenacious defense in the scoring of the phenomenal freshman, Skyland Boyd, to make them victorious in their final regular season game.
Yeah, love to get a win, obviously, so great job by the Eagles, and excellent finish by Skyland Boyd.
Boyd finished with 17.7 of 18 shooting, 7 boards, and 2 steals in this game. Torres, 7 points and 11 boards to her name. Give her 2 rejects as well. Kylie Marcus with her early exit in this competition, only playing 29 points. Hopefully she's okay, but what a matchup for her, filing up the stat sheet. If she competed in this game, she possibly could have walked away with a double-double, rather a triple-double, 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Yeah, I hope Kylie's all right. I mean, she was a key contributor to the Lady Eagles staying in it early in the first half.
2 very heated matchups for not just the girls team, but the guys team as they prepare to face off next Thursday and Friday in the South Region Tournament. How important is it for these teams to go into the playoff contention with momentum?
I mean, momentum is huge at any level. The Lady Eagles have had a really good season, as you've mentioned, with 3 losses. So there's a lot of confidence in the season going into the regional tournament, and I think this game just, it was a hard-fought battle, and sometimes those are the wins that you got to take with you, even if it's not very pretty.
22-3 is the final record for the Eagles in this matchup. Coach Sellers with another 20-plus win season. He continues to pile them up. He already crossed 200 wins last year. Man, who knows when he's going to possibly get 1,000 career wins to his seasons.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal coach. It's been great to see what he's done with this program over the years, and it's fun to be a part of and fun to see the success of this team.
Thank you so much, fans at home, for joining us here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Please feel free to join us next week, next Friday, where the girls will compete in the South Region playoffs. The guys will compete on that Thursday. But until then, thank you so much for joining us. And what a phenomenal performance by not just our men's team, but our women's team tonight in the Nest. Thank you so much, fans. Coach, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. That's Pastor Adam speaking into the microphone. He's actually a guy I intern with as I do my master's here. But thank you so much, Coach, for joining us here today in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. We will see you next Thursday in the Nest.